right, welcome to Aught Esoteric. This of the Mississippi River Basin and used data from hydraulic and topographic maps, aerial surveys, and valley cross sections. The project was initially expected to be completed in 1948, but construction continued until 1966. After 26 years of work, the first successful use of the model came in 1952 when it predicted a flood, allowing government officials to raise levees and anticipate evacuations. Later that year, estimated credited the model for preventing $65 million in damages. Insight provided by models not only helps forecast the future behavior of the river, but also allows scientists the opportunity to conduct experiments that bring about innovations in harnessing the great power of the second longest river in the continent, which flows 2,350 miles through the center of the United States and spans 11 miles across at its widest point. With advancements in computer technology, digital models soon became the more accurate, cost-effective means to study the Mississippi Basin Model. Eventually lost its funding. In 1973, the model ceased to be used in lieu of computer models. In its lifetime, it ran 79 simulations, which each took weeks, if not months, to run. The model became more of a burden in the 1980s, which led to the Army Corps departure from the project in the 1990s. It was then transferred to the city of Jackson, but was abandoned due to the cost of maintaining it. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers has built many physical models of river ports and estuaries, but none compare to the scale of the Mississippi River Basin Model. In the 1940s, computers were not yet up to the task of modeling complex systems, so the best way to study the world was to construct elaborate scale models. Although the Army Corps of Engineers has built many of such models in the last century, none have surpassed the scale of the Mississippi River Basin Model. A little info on some of the old photos. You'll see a black and white photo with a man standing in the middle of the model. His name is James Edward Foster. He was a civil engineer who oversaw the Mississippi River Basin Model. He looks over a miniature version of the Marganza Spillway. Here's a little write-up by a guy named Alan Hoffman, and you might just do a search for him. Things go down at Buddy Butts Park. Alan Hoffman says, Jackson, Mississippi, some places naturally catch debris like ditch culverts and dry vents, and others the process is unplanned and insidious, as is the case with the vast dystopian playground of Buddy Butts Park on the border of Jackson and Clinton. Anyone who runs or rides mountain bikes on the network of primitive trails at Buddy Butts Park knows it's an alluring yet singularly weird place, accumulating more than its share of debris, both human and household, simply because it's not quite abandoned, but it's no longer costly maintained. Like much of Jackson, it is in limbo due to the city's declining tax base. Not coincidentally, it is also a bit of a lawless side. I've run the trails at Buddy Butts for 15 years, and during that time it has slowly come unraveled, with its 20th century ruins, decaying infrastructure, and rogue gallery of odd characters. He goes on to say, yet it's still a fun place to go. You might you might Google him and take a look at his entire article. It goes into some pretty interesting details from time to time, and he has he has a pretty good handle on what's actually going on. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching this little show about Buddy Butts Park and hearing some of the commentary that I've gathered around the internet. And go check it out. Go check out Buddy Butts Park before it's all destroyed, and before the gatekeeper, the current gatekeepers, which are the gangs and pimps and prostitutes and drug dealers, start charging $20 to get in. All right, have a good day. Check out my other videos, and like I say, I will make other videos about Buddy Butts Park where I read these plaques and different signage that's at Buddy Butts Park, and I'll have moving videos where I've made 4K videos to show you in greater detail what's at the park, good and bad. Okay, like, subscribe, and thanks for coming to take a look.